And welcome back to our coverage of the 2020 New Zealand Secondary Schools Bunnings Touch Championships held here in Rotorua at the International Stadium. Our match coming up next, we have Sacred Heart Girls going up against Morrinsville College, and this is for 7th, 8th in the Korutanga, which is the top grade of our women's grade here at these Touch Nationals. This will be the last match of the tournament for both of these teams, so no doubt they'll be looking to empty the tank. It's been a full-on 3 days, and like we all know, anybody who has played touch, fitness is going to be key in this matchup between these two teams. They've averaged around 3-4 games a day for the past 3 days, so no doubt it'll be some hard work ahead of them. This is our lineup for the day. Our next game is Cullinan College going up against Lincoln High. Then we have our 3 finals. The mixed final will be Howick College, last year's champions, going up against, I think it's Mahurangi. And then we have our females final. This is for the top of the top in the Korutanga grade, and that is Hamilton Girls High School going up against Westlake Girls. And I think I've just been notified our boys final has finally been solidified, and that is Rotorua Boys High going up against King's College, the surprise team who managed to beat Hamilton Boys High on day one. They've made their way all the way to the final, so good on them. But right now we're looking at the Morrinsville College lineup for today. If we look at their coaching staff, we've got Ngahu Portaka and Alicia Priestley, very good coaches who have led this Morrinsville side here today. No doubt they're looking forward to the matchup that they have. Loving these sorts of warm-ups. You'll see Sacred Heart Girls College just showing that they're all on the same way, all on the same wavelength. Sorry. And as you can hear, that's our 2-minute song leading into this game. We've got Sacred Heart in the red, starting with ball in hand. Morrinsville will be defending them out 10 metres from the line. And like I said, both these teams with some very strong players. We have number 4, Olivia Heseltine, for the Sacred Heart Girls College. She plays not only touch but rugby league as well. We've got Tegan Omalvina Ngatai as well. She's a part of the Taranaki Thunder women's basketball team, so some very athletic players coming through. Heavy basketball player as well, as she also plays under 15s and under 17s, putting her quite young. She's also plays netball for Taranaki and plays a bit of mixed touch down at her regional module in Hawera. So we've got some very strong touch players coming on through, and no doubt they'll be looking to this final match. As you can see them twanging along to their guitars as the song plays. It's a sight that we've seen many a times. Good way to release the nerves before tip-off, especially considering this will be their last game, and knowing as well that they'll get to have a game on TV for all their friends and families from around the country and around the world to be able to watch. So thank you very much to Touch New Zealand for televising this event, letting it stream online with skysportnext as well. We also have to thank all of our sponsors of this here event. You guys, without you guys, we would not have been able to put on this event for everybody. Hoia no, we have Sacred Heart College. Start off with a double waka with double 32, and here they go on that short side. They've got numbers, but well defended by this Morrinsville side. I like the early tap-off move, keeping this Morrinsville tied on their toes. Here they are. They take one up in the middle, only able to make 2 metres off of that one, but they're second. It's an easy 15 metres, but we chuck it to someone who's boxing and doesn't realise that they're about to get ball in hand. So Sacred Heart now with another shot close to their try line. Asking the ref for the mark. She gets it, checks it off. They bring it straight to the middle. Then they come back. They're looking to attack these link channels at the moment, looking just to spread this Morrinsville line a bit, give them some gaps and some options. It's a bit tight. They'll be looking for the second phase here if they can. Yes, they find it. Dummy half was quite far away though, so they couldn't take advantage of that moment. They may be able to here. They've got the whole line up, and they do, getting the penalty. So Sacred Heart, nice work with the ball there, just shifting this Morrinsville defence left to right, able to catch them rolling backwards, which is what they got the penalty for. So they go for the early quickie, what we call a low-risk play early on in the touch count. Oh, she drops about 4 meters out from the line. And here they've brought the whole Morrinsville lineup, which is very good work by the Sacred Heart attack. And instead of the quickie, they go short side. She's found a gap. All she needs to do now is find an open player. There's a couple looking towards her. Do they get ball down? It looked like it from where I'm sitting, but ref calls the touch. So well defended by this Morrinsville side. Exactly what you're wanting early on in this match. Here again, they're going to set up for another 32. It'll probably be another scoop. They've got both those middles up. Great work. They go short side. They've got holes out on the left. They do get it. Was it a forward pass, though? I'm looking out at the ref. Yes, he has called forward. So Morrinsville did just enough, able to put just enough pressure on them to force the mistake. But as you can see, they caught them at 6 and 7s with that scoop there. It looked like she was going to go open side. Instead, she picked the short. So Morrinsville now with some very good yards. Second touch, already only 5 meters away from halfway, and another valiant yardage effort from this Morrinsville side. That's 4 there. They'll be sitting for their last touch. They take it to the middle, and she goes open, steps back on the short side, looking for the gap, but unable to turn it into points. Great work by Morrinsville, though. They've worked it coast to coast, made it all the way down to the Sacred Heart 7 meter line. Now Sacred Heart looking to shift it to their box. They get a whole new set on. These two players, they'll check it off, then they'll look to their box. Winger actually holds, so they stay. They're set now, nice pass, beautiful work there. That's 4 there, they'll be sitting for a scoop. Touch and pass, called by Morrinsville. Great work there by the defence. Awareness up by the Sacred Heart side, not so much. I mean, they were in perfect position for a scoop there, unable to capitalise though. So Morrinsville now be looking for some good yardage. What's the ref going to call? Border ground. Wasn't looking after the ball properly. I like what Sacred Heart did there. Just a little touch on the hands, forcing the mistake. That's how you control the touch game. Some strong touches. They're bunching down on this right side. They will get the penalty. Went for the quick tap. They do have the penalty though. What I know about the Sacred Heart Sacred Heart side is they do like to stretch the field a bit. So they hit out to this left link side. We've got it. Has she got the space? She does not have the space. She does get the ball away though. So they bring it back to the middle. Like I said, they like to stretch them, and they've gotten the advantage here. Can she get in? Was the middle player onside? Yes, she was. Ref calling third touch. Sacred Heart, though, just posing questions. Can they D up in these middle channels? No doubt. This Morrinsville side will be nice and tight after all these attacks in the middle here. They keep going on that side. They check on the inside. Final touch here, Morrinsville. Defence doing very, very well against the Sacred Heart College. Looking just to run them around. We've got a bit of gas here. Oh, but unable to stick the pass. Ref is going to call touch and pass here, so beautiful work by that number 14, Renee Garrett from Morrinsville, to make the touch, giving them the penalty. Be able to get the front foot here. Sacred Heart, though, sending out a couple flyers. But Morrinsville on the next touch, able to get some extra yards. She's found some space as well with gas to burn. Alicia McQuaid just finding her nose in a hole, and she pins her ears back, makes her way all the way down to the line with a smooth running style. Just a little flick of the hips to the left, able to get around the winger, opening up that hole. Beautiful work by Morrinsville to open up the scoring. They're ahead 1-0 against the Sacred Heart side. Sacred Heart now doing what they do, stretching the field, not just wanting to hit that middle channel, but forcing the middles to shift from side to side. Very good tactic, especially early on in the game, keeping this Morrinsville defence line on their toes. Looked like they were setting up for 33 Peel. Instead, They go for the quickie outside and try the check back on the in, but execution on the pass and catch, not as good as they would have hoped. So Morrinsville now, they get the ball, hitting that outside right channel, looking to get as close to their box as they can, roll on some fresh legs and follow on from their last try, hopefully. That'll definitely be what they're looking for, but Sacred Heart, some good defense. They send the flyer up to shut down the space on this left side for them. But now Morrinsville just hitting this middle channel, and they've caught that middle offside. No, ref's going to call them on. Morrinsville get the short end of the stick on that call. I thought she was offside by a country mile. Also, because I think with some of the rule changes, deviating or tracking isn't a play anymore. If it's on the last, you don't have to pick your line and stick to it. You're able to run backwards side to side now, which is why that wasn't a penalty to Morrinsville. But Morrinsville able to defend that whole line, that whole set. So they're now second touch, already at halfway. Perfect opportunity for them. They've got their go forward rolling on very, very well. You can see Morrinsville now just checking out who they want to attack on. They've got a scooper that comes short side, but Link and Wing were not ready. Link and Wing weren't ready on this left side. Scooper saw that, so she tried to come back on the in, but the middle, expecting them to go left, wasn't ready as well. So it's off the hook there for Sacred Heart College. Here they are going forward. She's got no one to pass to though. Good subbing by the Sacred Heart side. They each waited for each person to get in the box, but the pass not as good as they would have liked. So Morrinsville now in great attacking position, and I like this by the ref, sending them back to the mark. And here it is, just looking for that inside check. It's just a little bit too far out at front. I don't think she was expecting it. Morrinsville now have a fresh set on. Looks like they're going to be attacking this middle channel again. And they do. They go for the quickie. Has she found a gap? Seen a gap, but well defended by Sacred Heart. You can hear the ref telling this defensive side, don't leave early. We're going for another quickie, but out on the right side this time. They're checking back to the Link, who's out in that 6 o'clock. Winger, though, could have been out a bit further. Might have given her Link a bit more space to work with. Sacred Heart, though, up for the task. Defended it quite well, so they'll be looking for a good set of yards here, and they get it to begin their set through number 14, Alia Kererako. Just chewed up some easy meters, but they've slowed down here, only made about 4 meters off the second touch. But we've got a scooper off 3. Looking for the surprise scoop. Sometimes work. This time it didn't. So Morrinsville now, from inside their own half, they get over halfway now in good attacking position. They look for the outside check. Does she have gas on the wing? No, she doesn't, but we have a mistake here. And I think it's a sub box. Oh no, that's a touch and pass. Touch and pass called here, so Sacred Heart with the penalty. A get out of jail free card for them. They make a couple meters off their first touch, but the second touch very good. They chew them up, get over halfway. Boxing not as good as it has been in the past for the Sacred Heart side. They get to 3, they're 10 meters off halfway. Check back on the inside. They do have this right side stacked. But again, just can't get ball to hand on that pass. So Morrinsville let off the hook again. Because they take one through the middle, they'll be looking to get to their box. Get some fresh set of legs on. Nice little extra meters picked up there, and another follow-up with about 15 meters chewed up by this Morrinsville number 12, Waitsi Kukutai marker. Here they'll be looking to scoop here. And they scoop short side. They have the space on the right. There was no Link coming in on that hole though, so she had no help. So Sacred Heart did very well to defend that set out. Forced them to come on that right side knowing that they didn't have a link in position. Also get an extra pass out just for that extra couple metres. Which it's looking like they need every metre they can get at the moment. It's been a while since they've been in good attacking position, the Sacred Heart side. So that's 3 there. That's 4. They'll be looking to set here. Scoop on this last. And they find a gap. All she needs is an open hole. It's looking like a try to me. The ref is asking the question. They're going to give the try. Beautiful work there by Sacred Heart just to keep the go forward, keep the pressure on, and catch that Morrinsville line offside. You see here. Yes. Unable to make the touch, and there, beautiful work. Just got ball down as that Morrinsville defender come in to make the touch. Beautiful call by the referee. Well worked out try by Sacred Heart to draw the score up 1-1 with just under 2.5 minutes to go. Exciting match today from both sides. Defensively, both equal and up to the attacking points that the other side is being put forward. Morrinsville now looking to attack this link channel. And they go that way. Note, they end up coming open. Check on that 6 o'clock. They get the ball out to the wing. Has she got enough space? Yes, she does. Morrinsville identifying where the holes and the gaps were, latching the right players. Beautifully set move there by Morrinsville. You'll see here they set for the 32. Then they have that backdoor coming in around into that link position, which gives them numbers on that left side. Draws the winger in just enough. And they have enough pace on the outside to get to the line before the defender gets to them. Well worked move by Morrinsville to get that lead back with just under 1.5 minutes to go. In what we call championship minutes. It's the last few minutes of each half. That's when you want to be scoring points. Can Sacred Heart answer back? They have a 33 peel in the middle. Long ball out to the right side. They do have space, but Morrinsville has numbers. Well defended. 1 minute to go, still a lot of time left in this match. It's looking like this could be the last touch. Yes, it can. It looks like Morrinsville could have last touch of the ball. 48 seconds to go. Here they are, shifting it to this right side. They'll be wanting to get to their box as quick as they possibly can. Get a fresh set of legs on. Hopefully get a speedster in the scoop and everybody in position. This is last here. They need people in position. Couldn't get there though, but what they have done is they've brought it coast to coast. So they're all the way down on the 7 metre, hopefully not giving the Sacred Heart side a chance to attack on their 7. All they need to do is defend in their orange zone, finish out this half, and they'll go into the second half with the lead, Morrinsville. Sacred Heart, they need some good yardies here. With 7 seconds left, you'll be looking to set a scoop off, probably off this last touch. Forward pass there, but refs didn't see it, so we'll continue on. That's 5 there. They've got a scooper out on this tail, right on the hooter. Can they find a gap? Good work by the Morrinsville defence. The winger was not going to latch on. She just stuck to her player. That's exactly the policies you want defensively. 2-1 Morrinsville up at the moment, ahead of the Sacred Heart side. And it's been quite an even match between both these teams. Defensively, they're doing as well as each other. The only thing that's working for this Morrinsville side at the moment is finding those open players off those scoops. Here we are looking back at some of the highlights from this game at the moment. We started off with Morrinsville just attacking down this right edge. As you can see, a quick shift of the hips. Caught that wingers unaware, and it just ended with just a bit of pace. Some beautiful work there. Sacred Heart again come through with the scoop. Nice little check to her open player. Got it just in time before the Morrinsville defender was here. And this was a well-worked move by this Morrinsville side. It was a 32 with the passer from dummy half coming in on the outside in that link position. And looking at this Morrinsville team, that's their coach, Ngahu Pōtaka. a legend in Waikato touch. So it's good to see him handing back to the next generation, especially through this Morrinsville girls team. Good to see a lot of our top touch players from around New Zealand coming back in, giving back to their regions, giving back to their old schools. The level of touch at the secondary schools comp every year just goes up, and that's because of the input that we have from our communities, we have from our regions, we have from our touch players, especially those that are going off to coach camps and coaching workshops, New Zealand touch workshops. They all help us out at the end. You can see that's the Sacred Heart boys team come to support their ladies. Good to see. We have a beautiful pitch here in Rotorua today. The wind has died down a bit since this morning, since our first matchup. So we may be able to see a bit more passing happening.
Players, referees, 30 seconds. Players, referees, 30 seconds.
We have Morrinsville. They'll be starting off with ball in hand. They'll be looking to start this half as they finished it. Front foot forward. They've had some real good yards throughout this match. And on the 5, they seem to be setting their moves up quite well. So they'll look to continue that. They take a couple up this middle channel, trying to get as close to that 7 to set up. That's 3 there. Looking for the early quickie. Can't get it though, but she finds a gap. Well defended by Sacred Heart. That's 4 there. They'll look to set for this last touch. They're going to keep it in the middle. And it's a quickie play. Long ball out to the wing. Almost worked. I like what they did there. Unorthodox play. They had the link. Charging in and rushing just on the outside of her middle. Forcing that link to come in. Hopefully catching that winger unawares to leave open holes out on that left side. You could see the intent. Just couldn't latch the right players. But Sacred Heart with the early mistake. They have numbers out on the left here. All they need to do is run the ball. But the pace by the Sacred Heart defence. Able to scramble. Some very good scramble defence there. Here they are. Again, we have a new middle pairing on the field for this Morrinsville side. They're looking to set a move with this link out on this left side. Asking the question whether they were onside or not. Refs very, very clear. No touch there by Sacred Heart. Nice little trick play there by Sacred Heart just to get the ball back. It was needed because Morrinsville looked like they were set and they had a full set. Oh, a bit of shove, a bit of push here happening. I'm liking it. This is last game of the day. You don't want to leave anything to chance. Got back onside. We've got numbers on this right side for Sacred Heart. Can they get the ball out? Yes, they can. Beautifully worked try there by Sacred Heart. You could see Morrinsville, they were trying to muscle up in the middle just to slow down their ruck because they were on the back foot. And just over committing to the touch, gave them the space out on that right side, and a beautiful final pass there by that number 14 for Sacred Heart, Alia Kirerako. Great setup try there by Sacred Heart to level the scores back. 2 points apiece, 12 and a half to go, a lot of time left, a lot of touch still to play. Oh, and we've got some gas out here on the left side. We found the hole. Oh, but we could not get ball to hand out to that wing, left wing. I love eye-open touch where you're just reading what's in front of you, trying to find that mismatch in pace, set up that bluey play. We have Sacred Heart now, looking to get some good go forward. But Morrinsville defence, they're doing very well at the moment, only sending one player up to make the touch. Sacred Heart not recognising that, but they do in that instance, and they find the extras, but we have a mistake. No, we're calling a touch, back on the mark. It looked like she did make it. So Sacred Heart are going to have to go back about 7 or 8 metres here, which gives Morrinsville more than enough time to set up. We're going to have a look back there. We could be right there, might be right on the shoe. It was either shoe or bum from that angle. But great defensive work by Morrinsville, especially to shut down that attack, because it looked like they were going to get a bit of a roll on off that touch. So Morrinsville now with some good go forward here. Just trying to get down to their line. They know their basics. They know what they need to do to score tries. They need to get down into this position. This is the best place to be. With 2 apiece. Sacred Heart again! No touch! Morrinsville been caught out twice in a row, just over-committing. And Sacred Heart recognising that. Good work on their part. But some real good defence by Morrinsville at the moment. Not letting them get mega yardage, but they do here, and they've got a scoop. They've got 3 players up. Surely there's a gap open. Yes, they do. Looking for the open player. Can't get ball to hand, though, so it's a handover on the 7. And there, 3 people close into that ruck, so the scooper had major space. We just couldn't catch the ball. Unlucky for Sacred Heart, but very good for Morrinsville. They're looking to shift it to their box. They'll be looking to get a fresh pair on. Nice yards there by Morrinsville just to get the midfield. That's 4 there. They'll be looking to set 1 more. This Morrinsville side will want to keep their space, to keep those holes open. And when they've found some, they've got an open hole on this inside. But nice shut there by that outside link for Sacred Heart. Again, it's that Kere Rako with the save to keep that try out. Very strong match by her so far. Sacred Heart now, but Morrinsville just able to shut down some of these yards, not letting Sacred Heart get down to their 7 metre. Nice extras there. They've got a whole lineup. Oh, it was perfect time to set for a scoop, but Morrinsville did well just to shut down that ruck. Check on the inside. They've still got ball alive. What they have done is they've shut them down, Morrinsville down in this corner, because we know how good their yards are. So they're going to force them to work as hard as they possibly can to get a new set of 6 on. But Morrinsville more than up for the task. Second touch, they're already up by halfway. Great communication happening by our both teams at the moment, but Morrinsville just seem to have the upper hand in regards to this orange zone and getting down to their 7 metre into try scoring opportunity. They have a scoop here. She's found the gap. She needs an open player. Great man on defence here, played by Sacred Heart. And unable to look after the ball, so Sacred Heart again will have to D a full set on their 7 metre. And it looks like we have a good quickie player in this number 12. Yes, I thought she was offside. That's how quick Waiti Kukutai Marker is. You have to be careful. They'll look for another one. I mean, they were close on that play. You'd think they'd want to just do it again. They're going to have a bit of a ninja here, I think. Yeah, they go outside link. Link is offside. Did she drop the ball, though? Are they going to give the try instead? The refs having a bit of a corridor now. They're having a chat. From my eyes, it looked like she got over the line, but it looked like a drop ball, though. That'll be exactly what these two refs are talking about. They're going to give the try. Yes, and Kukutai Waka there did very well just to get on the outside, catching her link offside. But it was a drop ball. I knew it. I could see it from this position. We're fortunate enough to have it in replay and to have it in slow motion as well. So Morrinsville, they get a freebie there. But Sacred Heart, in saying that, were never onside. So even if it wasn't a try, it was going to be a penalty. They have a backdoor play coming here. And they have space. She gives it out to the winger. Great pass. You have to give that, and they will. Beautiful hands, both on the pass and the catch, and identifying where the gap was. And it was here, this backdoor play. She gets on the outside of her link, sees that she's drawn in the winger, and just nice little one-arm pass off to that Sacred Heart number 4, Olivia Hesseltine. Beautiful work, way to draw the game back up with 6.5 to go. We have a match on our hands. Morrinsville now. Again, looking to stretch this defensive line. Great little extra yards here. She does have no dummy half though, which gives that Sacred Heart line enough time to get back on side. They are on the 7, on the third touch. Sacred Heart need to be careful. Good shut by the middle. Did she make the touch though? Ref saying no touch. Beautiful quickie there. Oh, or is he? No, they are calling the touch, but Morrinsville side. I also thought they got caught rolling there. Maybe it was offside. Yes, that was rolling. Oh, yes, as you can see, that other middle, both her feet were behind the line, and she touched her just before she got ball down, so great eyes by the referee. Another quickie note, they go for the short inside. She is dummy half, though. She will be disappointed, needs to be careful with giving that ball back as well. We've seen more than once that has been a penalty at this tournament. New stipulations, when you're giving the ball back, it has to be to hand now. It can't be to ground. So Sacred Heart getting some fresh legs on with just under 5 minutes to go. That's 3. Check back on the inside. They got numbers on this left. Touched by a Morrinsville player as well. We've got a catch. Are they going to call replay ball? Referee is not going to give 6 again. So Sacred Heart will look to set for a scoop. I think this is their final. They go for the inside check. They've found a hole back out here. Can they get it to the wing? The vision was there. The vision was there. They just couldn't execute the final pass, and it was a hard pass to begin with. She tried to flick it as she was in running motion. The skill level on display, the IQ and the vision. You can tell this is a top pool game. And here they are with Morrinsville number 12 back on the field, Kukutai Marker. We know she is deadly on attack, especially down on the 7 metre. They have a scooper though in their number 1. She's found a hole. Again, she needs to find an open player. But the mirror defence by the Sacred Heart side, very, very strong, able to hold this Morrinsville side out. But Morrinsville, they'll be confident knowing that they can scoop through on this line when they catch them on the back foot. And it all comes down to some very good yards upfield. I like the extra passes by Sacred Heart here, because Morrinsville were looking to shut it down nice and early, but they couldn't. So Sacred Heart forcing their whole defensive line to work. Sacred Heart, they need to get their subbers on and off quite quick here, because they're leading into their last touch. And this is it. They're scooping in on that middle channel. I think that link's offside. But lucky for them, Sacred Heart end up going back to the right. So Morrinsville now, 3 minutes to go. And because this is a final, if we do end with a draw score, it will go into drop off. In the drop off situation, for those who may not know, you come back to halfway, and the team who got the first tap off in the first half, they will start with ball in hand with 5 players on the field. Every 3 minutes, 1 player drops off. But here we may not get to it because we've had a scoop through by Morrinsville. But we know how strong the mirror defence of the Sacred Heart side is, and they were able to hold them out in that instance. It looked like the number 7 for Morrinsville, Morris Walton, she had space, just could not catch that ball. So Sacred Heart will have a chance here to try and snake this lead. With 2 minutes to go, they need some better rolling of those subs. Bit of a forward pass. Lucky for them, ref didn't see it. That's 4 there. They're sitting for the last. They're just looking for the extra numbers on the outside. Morrinsville, though, more than up for that task. This is last. How are they going to finish this set off? Are they going to try score? They're just going to stack this corner. Looks like they're just going to stack the corner. I liked it though. They weren't just stacking corner, they were playing with it within this 20-metre zone. So Morrinsville, they take one up the middle. Then they look to get a bit closer to their box, getting some fresh legs on. And again, we have Kukutai Maka back on the field. Sacred Heart, they need to keep them away from this 7 metre. And that was final. Communication, not at its strongest point this deep into the match. I mean, no doubt the lungs are burning on both of these sides. Sacred Heart with a minute to go. They need to get as far upfield as they can because we know what Morrinsville can do inside of their own half. And it's looking like they'll probably get another set if they can just D out this. Oh, and there's no touch there. Kukutai Waka calling it. She gets one back. She gave away two herself, but she picks one back up. Way to make up for past mistakes. Oh, and she is deadly on the 5 as well. So Sacred Heart will need to tighten up their defense. They get a whole new set on. 33 seconds to go. We're 30 seconds away from a drop-off, or 30 seconds away from Morrinsville scoring a try to finish this game in regulation. We have a scoop on this left side. They have numbers on the left. But great work there by Sacred Heart to keep them out with 15 seconds to go. It is going to be a touch and pass, so it's a penalty. They will get the tap. And if it does go into drop-off, Sacred Heart will get the tap as well, so they have the early advantage. And there's the hooter. They're going to take the touch. This is the last play. This is it with 3 apiece. Can Sacred Heart pull off a miracle here? They get the outside gap. They've got numbers and they've got the hole, the space. We've got Sacred Heart running down the line. And they win the game on the hooter. What a performance by these ladies. Morrinsville did all the hard work but couldn't in the final second of the game. What a way to end your final match. Again, the pace. Sacred Heart had done it all game. They were just looking for those extra numbers on those outsides, and they find it within the hands of one of their speedsters. Georgia Simpson just showing the pace, showing how they made it this deep, this far into the competition. They will take 7th place, leaving Morrinsville in 8th, but both these teams can be very proud of themselves. They made it into the top tier of the competition, and it's only a stepping stone for what they will have for years to come. Good to see small towns like Morrinsville being represented here at the Bunnings New Zealand Secondary Schools Touch Championships. And there it is, Sacred Heart girls 4 points to 3 against their opposition Morrinsville today. We have another match coming up for you guys, and that'll be in the mixed grade. That'll be Cullinan College going up against Lincoln High School at 1 p.m. So keep it locked, don't go too far away. We have championship footy coming up for you.